you want to know what it is?
Information.
Remember,
Information.
all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I am not a number. I am a free man.
And a very warm welcome if you've just joined me on my channel, Nigel's View on Things. How you doing? How you keeping? Hope everybody's safe and sound where you are. Lots of things are starting to happen. Lots of things are going on. Lots of things, that's for sure. Any rate, it's for you to make your minds up. Are you paying attention? Because most people are not. I would like to have a quick whinge and a moan about something. In every single video that I've made, I've told you that there is a sun in our sky. It's a yellow ball. It's 93 million miles away. I've never said the sun is fake. There is a fake sun, and they call that the sun simulator, and I've made many videos showing this, and I've proved this many times. The sun is in the sky, people. We have not got the technology to build a sun to sustain life on this planet. That is a fact, 100%. And there are people using my videos saying that I'm a flat earther, I'm a domed earther. I'm neither or neither. For me, the sun's in the sky, the world is a globe. There's planets in our solar system. There's many solar systems, many stars, and it's a universe. So let's just clear that little bit up first. And by the way, the people that are using my videos that have not asked, you have a week to take them down. At least if you asked, I might have said yeah. But you didn't even have the courtesy to ask me. Anyway, getting back on with this video, we're going to be looking at New South Wales, Bondi Beach, Southwest, Thursday, October the 19th, 2017. Yes, I know it is a couple of weeks ago. I'm really sorry. Been very busy. Got to earn the shekels, pay for the food and bits and pieces, don't you? This is the Black Planet flyby, and if you blink, you'll miss it. The last time I caught this object on camera was the 3rd of September 2017, and it was on this particular camera. You can see it here. It looks like a black blob in the distance. Not rightly too sure what I was looking at, so I didn't publish it. 46 days later we come across this, and we get to see it at 1:24. Then it returns at 1:52. People are going to try and tell you this is a fly, seagull, whatever you like, but what we'll do, we'll strip it down and have a look at the end, and I'll show you what it's not. At any rate, if you look here, it will come from this direction and it will go down here and it will return, but it'll happen extremely quickly. Let's have a look at the video. So just look up here and it's gone down there, and now it's going to return this direction, and you can see that. But something even stranger happens, and I've caught this before, Jeff P's caught this before, and yeah, I'm not really too sure what's going on. It looks like a lens being lifted up from the sky, and the sky seems to change. And we've got our sun simulator and the sun behind it. There seems to be an object here, not really too sure. Very hard to pull anything off this camera. But let's have a look at this black object. So here's the picture from 1:24. What we're going to do is stick it into Gimp. I'll leave the links in the description box down below so it's easy for everybody to find. It's like PaintShop Pro, but it's a freeware program and anybody's free to use it. And you can do this to any of your pictures that you've taken and see if you get anomalies in the background. At any rate, the first thing I like to do is go colours and then auto equalize, as always. And as you can see there, it brings everything to a head, so all the colour, brightness and contrast comes up to a level, and you can see now this object just here, yeah, it's become extremely dark, and we can see it's going this direction, and we know it's going this direction because the other two photos, the one from 1:52 and the object's just there, and then the next one is 1:53 and the object just seems to be there as it's going back in the opposite direction. But something quite interesting happens. If we do edit, undo equalize, go to colours, go to curves. What curves allows us to do is bring the brightness, the contrast, the hue, the saturation and all the other bits and pieces up freehand. You can see the histogram in the background there, and that just proves that it's not photoshopped, by the way, before you start saying it's photoshopped. And you can see that it brings some bits and pieces up here, and we can see that this has changed. What I've done, I've made a preset up, and I've been playing with this picture before, and you can notice it's got a big yellow hue around the outside, and in the center it's white. But also this red sky here sort of like translates down here on the water, and yet again this yellow sky translates on the water down here. And if we go further back, we can see that the sea is blue just down there. Right, here's the picture for 152. I've already put these through Gimp as for the pictures for 153, so it makes it a shorter video. But I need to show you something. You need to pay attention to the sky. It's a little bit lighter over this direction, but all in all it's one sort of colour. The sea seems to be one sort of colour, and we've got our object here that flies up through here. So in 1 minute it goes to about there. Now here's the equalised picture, and you can see we've got our object which is now more defined here, and we've got a halo around the outside which seems to be light. You can see that the sky seems to be two different colours here. Very, very dark over this side and very light over this side. If you stick it into curves, we can see that our sky becomes two colours like it did in the last picture, and it translates yet again into the water. You can see it just there. And then we got our object here with the yellow halo, and it seems white on the inside. Let's have a look at the picture from 153, and you can clearly see it there. If we stick the equalised filter on, it definitely defines what we're looking at, and you can notice that this object has turned 90 degrees as it's come back through its travels. How far away is it? Not rightly too sure. Don't forget our atmosphere acts like a lensing system. This is the most important thing you've got to remember. So it could be quite a distance away. Sticking curves, and yet again we get this translation onto the water from the sky, and we got the blue over here, and our sand looks like sand. But if you're looking at the shadows of the people down here, this object in the centre here is quite intensely black, and around the outside, and it's a lighter shade of black. The filter I'm using is black and white 5. I've used this many times for the sun simulator videos, and as you can see with this black and white filter on, it suddenly changes. Yeah, okay. It was a very dark object, and now it's quite light in the centre. Yeah, it looks like a big sweet in the sky, hey? But yeah, it's black and white, so if the object in the first place was black, it should be black in the centre. That makes sense to me. It's white in the centre with black around the outside. And there you go. It's not a plane, it's not a bird, and it's not a spider doing a bungee jump. It's for you to make your own minds up what you're looking at. For me, it's quite simple. I'm looking at a planet coming through the sky. It goes down there and it returns, and it looks like it's in an orbit, and it's orbiting a red planet up there by the sun and the sun simulator, which I've caught many times. I've actually caught this object before. 15th of August 2016, the dark planet is here. I'll play it at the end. I would like to give a channel a shout out, Identify This. Please go over, show some love. Subscribe if you haven't already. Links in the description box down below, so it's nice and easy for everybody to find. Let's have a look at the video. You make your own minds up. For me, I'm looking at something that's orbiting a planet. That's all I've got for you now. Much love, much peace, and I'll catch you next time.